We are joined now by goaltender Cain. Austin, you have a shutout in your first start of the season this past Saturday against Brown. What did you see in the game?
It was certainly nice to get in there. I think, having an opportunity to get on the ice with the guys, especially a new group for me too, and a group that I'm getting more familiar with was a really cool experience for me. They made my job pretty easy. Lots of communication, lots of talk. I made sure I saw everything. So it was a pretty laid-back game. We got a hard-working group, and so when everybody in front of you is working their tail off, it makes your job in net pretty simple there. So
absolutely. And just out of curiosity, when did you find out that you were going to be starting the game?
It was probably midday that day. We weren't really sure, but as a goalie, you never know, and things can change so quick. So you're kind of just always ready for that call anyway.
Yeah.
It was definitely when it comes and you see your name highlighted, it's definitely a pretty special experience.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you joined us here from Western Michigan after spending 4 years there. What brought you here to Providence after your time there?
Obviously with COVID, it made it real tough for a lot of guys to move on, and entering my senior year last year, which happened to be, my biggest opportunity on the ice. I was kind of hoping that things might clear up a little bit and the situation might change and it might make it easier for guys to kind of move on. And unfortunately that didn't really happen. So I decided to just look elsewhere and see what else was out there. And, I remember and seeing Providence pop up was a pretty cool thing for me. It's a school that I've always heard a lot about, and was a favorite of mine when I was a kid. And obviously, just with the hockey history and the coaching staff and the location, everything about it is something that's really stood out to me there. So it was a pretty easy decision at the end of the day for me to be a part of such a special culture, and couldn't be happier that I'm here.
And we're happy that you are here. Like I mentioned, you were in Western Michigan, you're here in Providence, but you're from Canada, Ontario. Yeah. What can you tell some of the folks, especially Rhode Islanders? We don't get a lot outside of Rhode Island here. What can you tell us about your hometown there?
Yeah, normally I just tell people I'm from Ottawa because it's easiest. It's a little bit bigger, and being the capital of the country there, I kind of hope that people may have heard of that one. But Canada's just a small town. Kind of out towards the country, maybe about 15 minutes out of actual downtown Ottawa. Real small town, pretty quiet, which I think it's nice, being here on a campus that's smaller than where I played at the last 4 years. It made it feel a little bit more homey, and it's kind of similar in the way that you go outside. And now that I've been here a few months, I'm starting to get to know more people, and more people outside of the team that you see a lot of familiar faces, and it's a lot close to home in that way, and it made the transition really easy for me.
Well, that's great. If you're looking for something small, Rhode Island knows small pretty well, so you picked a good choice though. Final question before we let you go there. I know you had a long road trip over to Brown, to the other side over there, but usually on road trips, guys like to listen to music. What are the 3 songs in rotation right now?
That's a tough one. Mm-hmm. I find my music choice kind of changes every day.
Gotcha.
Just kind of, I guess, depends what I'm feeling that day. There's been a lot of David Guetta lately on the mix. Kind of gets me going, gets me fired up. I don't know if I can pick 3 specifically, but there's been a lot of EDM in rotation lately, and just some SoundCloud mixes that some of my old teammates have passed forward. So that's kind of just, I guess it's all up to how I'm feeling on the day.
I love it. So we'll make sure we hand you the aux cord next function.
There we go.
So there we go.
I can handle that.
Perfect. We appreciate it. Well, that was Austin Cain. Thank you so much, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. Appreciate it.